Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. Some of my videos show a particular brand of pipe, which is Weber, that I've decided to try to make a little collection out of. Well, this is Weber number 8. It's a decent little pipe, but somebody's inflicted a little bit of I would call damage. So let's turn around to the workbench and take a look. Well, let's see what we're working with. I'm not sure what somebody was trying to attempt to do with this pipe. But as you see, we've got all these little areas they took out, those party lines. It was all the way, almost all the way to around. Here's that one, and then the other one starts here. So got some area that's okay. And then they made this hole, they made that one, they made that one, and they made that one. I don't think we're gonna set jewels in it, or I don't know what they were going to do. Um, Apparently, install something into it. So, got those spots done. I had to deal with, but let's see what the inside looks like. It's already been reamed apparently, and it doesn't look bad at all. So that's good. Stem really doesn't have any tooth marks. Stem is good and tight. This one is, whoops, sorry. This one is big enough to convert. Oh, let's see. I've got it in inches. All right, millimeters. So just a shade under 10. My minimum is 10, but I fudge that sometimes. Just have to be a little bit more careful. Let's see. Not overly dirty. We're not blocked. So I think we're okay as far as the overall condition, but I'm going to take some briar dust and fill in some of these spots, see how it looks. We'll probably have to stain it fairly dark to hide those, but oh, well, it is what it is. Got a little spot under here, chewed up a little bit. Might have to fill that with some wood putty or something, but all right, let's get on with it. Well, I'm gonna have to work on my briar dust. About out of that. I'm going to use, once I put the briar dust on, I'm going to use this thin um, CA glue. All right, let me get my activator. And I mean, I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. Sometimes Briar, for whatever reason, when I put some super glue on it or CA glue on it, it wants to go almost black. So we'll just have to see how it responds. We'll start with one little spot and try it. I put one of these little extensions on my glue. I don't like working with thin. It can really move really fast on you. So we'll try to control it the best we can. Let me get a little CA glue. Too much briar dust. Of course, I'll have to go back and try to, sorry, out of frame. I want to go back and try to repair the rustication a little bit. I don't like this repair. I've never had really good luck with it coming out the way I want it to. Well, let's just stick it on there. Gee whiz. All right. We'll throw a little bit more on there. I need to get a drop out first. There we go. loose stuff. Maybe a little bit more. That's probably too much. Now, come on out. There we go. All right. Let's put a little activator on there. Probably what I'll do is take my manicurist tool and work on this area. I've done one or two spots on pipes here and there, but this will be the most repairs I've had to make. Here's the tip I'm using. Probably will switch to something else, but let's start there anyway. I think after I use the dye on this Briar, and I think a lot of these spots will just blend in because at least they didn't interrupt any of this rustication as far as the lines go. I don't think that little divot's going to bother me. Now here's where it's probably going to show, the repair will show more um, than the other spots because these are just on smooth surfaces, which isn't great for me. But anyway, let's get these filled. Well, it's definitely ugly right now. I'm going to have to go back and touch up some of these spots, but right now I'm going to get onto the Dremel, or I say Dremel, the manicurist tool, and clean things up a little bit. Uh, I didn't record going around the parting lines. It was just, I had to give it a lot of attention. I can't do it behind the camera. So I'm also gonna, when I get start working on these, I'm gonna do this off camera because I just need to be able to see real well. But I'll show you the results. So I'm gonna just keep cleaning out this parting line and try to get it to match this one section. But I wish I could talk to the person that decided they were going to make these modifications. I'd like to find out where they were headed. What was their idea? Um, I don't know. They sure damaged the pipe, but it's never going to look quite right. But that's okay. This is what I'm gonna add to my own collections. I'm trying to collect some Webers, but I want to stay within the squat bulldog, squat Rhodesian shape. Weber has a lot of other nice pipes, but I'm looking for these rustic pipes. So anyway, let me continue to clean this out, and I'll be back. Oh, it's an ugly repair so far, but getting this parting line was being really difficult. And then I remembered, why don't I use my jeweler's saw? It's nice and thin to fit down in there. So that's how I'm recutting that area. I'm not sure if this thought is totally gone out of my mind, but I may just fill it all in and sand this down to just one big thick band. But I'm trying to put that, oops, sorry, parting line back in. Well, I think I've done just about all I could do. Um, these spots, they don't really catch my fingernail or anything. Those where they cut out, so they're level. You can see them. So I'm not gonna go black, but I'm gonna go a brown, and a couple of my Webers are fairly dark. So probably black would look the best on here, but that's not what we're doing. So anyway, I'm gonna throw some leather dye on it next, and we'll see what we end up with. All right, this is a light brown. I'm gonna try that first, and we'll see if we can get some coverage on those spots. But that's how we turned out. We'll see how well these areas take the dye. May not take it very well at all. I don't know. I think you'll always be able to see those spots. I'm going to consider this pipe a perfect 10. It'll look perfect 10 feet away. So, as long as you don't get too close, I believe it'll be a good looking pipe. Sorry, I forgot out of frame. Also had this little spot on the bottom. I filled it with some briar dust, and um, I think it'll be all right. This dye job is about hiding things. Um, I've got one Weber that it barely, I don't even know if it's even got any stain on it at all. It's pretty blonde, sort of a virgin look, and it's a pretty pipe. And I've got some that are even darker than this. So this one might be middle of the road. Of course, after I get this one done, I may decide that it needs to be darker. So we'll see what it turns out to be. I'm thinking this light tan will do a good job. We want a pretty pipe or a pretty good smoking pipe. I like the Webers. To me, they smoke really well. Even things out, spread things around a little bit. I think I'll take a two-pronged approach to putting a finish on this pipe. I'm going to start by using the restoration balm and put it on over the whole thing and let it soak a little bit. And with that, let it soak in. And then I'm going to put it on the wheel with a little carnauba, and we'll see what that creates for us. So let me get this on. All right, the stem really didn't have any issues, just a little oxidation. So it's been buffed up, and the only thing we got left to do to this pipe is convert to a 9 mil. Now I like to have 10 millimeters, and this one's got 9.96, so I think it's close enough. But I've been having a little bad luck here lately. I've broken a couple of tenons, so it is not without its dangers. So hopefully this will work out. What I'm gonna do is take my little rotary rasp, and I've got to fix this. I don't know how well y'all can tell it. It's off centered just a little bit. I've got to get it centered back up, and then start cutting that. Well, I tell you what, it doesn't do any good to set up a shot and not hit record. All right, well, here's the final stage of the pipe. The stem, no issues, converted to a 9 millimeter. Uh, the four spots that I had right here, I think there were four of them. One was right in the middle. There's the middle one. Had one over here. They blended well enough. Now, where I've got the real trouble, and these are smooth as you run your finger over them. A couple of them may catch, but that is just going to, let me get a little closer. Those little marks are just going to have to be there. But I'm real happy with the four dugout spots they had on the pipe. There's that little spot. It filled in nicely, although it shows. But all in all, the pipe turned out a lot better than I was expecting when I first saw those little holes all in it. So I do like the pipe in a lighter finish, but I think this works really well. Back out. As far as the compromises I had to make on the pipe, but I'm happy with it. Definitely happy with it. All righty. Well, thanks for sharing your time with me today, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.